After transferring from Washington to Mississippi State, Ziggy Sobotka may have officially been disowned by his father, but it's proving to be the right decision so far as he's fitting into this new team perfectly. He feels less pressure now that he's not being coached by his dad, and the Mississippi State coaching staff is letting him return kicks and punts, which he wasn't allowed to do at his second year at Washington. He's putting together a great Heisman campaign so far, and we'll see if he can continue to prove his doubters wrong as his team gets into the heart of SEC play. Alright man, next up we are taking on LSU at home. We are up to number 11 in the country, and Ziggy is going to get this started off with a nice return. He might be gone, and nobody is going to get anywhere close to catching him. That's how we crack this one open. I think that's the third game where we've started it off with a kick return touchdown. The Heisman campaign continues, and now it's time to catch some interceptions. I have no idea what to expect from LSU's offense. On 3rd and 2, they're just running the speed option. We stop them short. Big time 4th down already in this game. They're going to go with a pass, and Ziggy almost picks it off. Still a big play. A lot of action to start this one out, and Ziggy comes from his flat to make the tackle over the middle there. We're reading the field very well right now. LSU's going with the play action pass. Daniels takes off, and we jar the ball loose. An absolutely huge hit from Ziggy, and number 20 is going to have a chance to take this to the house. We pick up the block. Our first forced fumble of the season is a huge one, and Jaden Daniels is scrambling again. He fumbles it once again, and once again we fall on it. Forced fumbles 2 plays in a row from Ziggy. I think Daniels has probably learned his lesson about scrambling, and we're all over that screen for a 3rd down sack. So our first chance at a punt return today after taking 4 to the house in our last game. 1 kick return touchdown already for Ziggy today, and this might just be another one, but we get tripped up by 14. We've got the Tigers pinned with a couple minutes left in the half, and that's just a bubble screen. That's going to set up pretty nice. Another big hit for Ziggy though. Loki thought we were going to get a 3rd forced fumble there in the rain, and Ziggy almost comes up with an absolutely insane pick. That would have been one of our nicest. We got to get one today, and that's another screen. We're on it, but not quite able to stop him short. Next time they run that, I will pick it off. Jaden Daniels is running again here. He's lucky that wasn't another fumble. We have served as a quarterback spy from the free safety position, and he's gonna throw it right to Ziggy. We get our first pick of the day. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but we break the Mississippi State interception record. So we go into the second half with a big lead. We are dominating LSU, and on 3rd and 7, they're running a draw incredibly weak. So we're gonna get another chance at a punt return here. We almost took the last one to the house, and we're gonna have to do some cooking to get out of here this time. We hit a stiff arm but run out of gas around midfield. Second pick of the day is gonna be coming soon. LSU is gonna have to start passing the ball more, and that should have been it, man. It goes right through Ziggy's hands. We read that play like a book, and that's our 3rd deflection on the day. This rain has been giving and taking for us. We got a big return here, but not quite able to spring it for a touchdown. Offense gets the job done though, so this game is pretty secure. We can really just play for stats here. LSU's going with the screen here, and we're all over that. We're gonna take that to the bank for a pick 6. 8th on the season, 2nd on the day. We forced 4 turnovers against LSU. We've dominated these first 2 SEC teams Ziggy has played. That's gonna do it for this one. We dominate our second SEC opponent. Absolutely ridiculous game for Ziggy. He is number 1 on the Heisman watch. 8 interceptions already on the season. So next up, we're back at home taking on Bowling Green. Looks like Bowling Green's not really a spread offense, but we'll stop the run all day. We lay down a huge hit, so we get a stop on that first drive. It is time for the best punt returner in the country to work some magic, and this Bowling Green return team is way too slow. We've got a ton of space, just 1 man to beat, and we're down the sidelines for our first touchdown of the day. Ziggy is just so much faster than everybody else on the field, and they're running a screen here. We can't quite get to it. Gotta be on that next time, but we're gonna get a chance for another return, and we have a pancake to the right side. Tons of room to work again, but not quite able to get out of there. I am not trying to go a single game without an interception. I need this dude to throw the ball to me. So 3rd and 3, I want to pick so bad. Quarterback kind of dots us up though. Number 18 streaking down the field inside the 10, and just like that, this is kind of a game. Thankfully, offense gets a touchdown just a little bit of time before half to get a pick, and they're running the screen there. This time we are on it, and we're gonna get up out of there for a pick 6. I'm trying to get another one before halftime here, man. Quarterback's just taking off. Sit down. So going into halftime, our stat line is looking pretty solid, and we're gonna continue to add to it. 3rd and 11 here. I'm low-key watching for another screen, and that is exactly what we're gonna get. Ziggy's all over it, but the quarterback doesn't throw it. Bowling Green likes those screens though. I bet they run another one today. On the punt return, we absolutely shake a dude out of his shoes, and we're off to the races trying to get down the sidelines. The return game has been absolutely huge for us this season, as we just missed the interception there. I was a step behind. Those are the ones we gotta have, man. We missed a few opportunities today, but all the tackles we've racked up are making up for it. 8 already, 3 for for loss with 2 sacks. I'm just trying to get one more pick. This quarterback's been scrambling all over the place. And I thought we had it there, bro. We jumped it, but didn't get a reaction. Bowling Green's offense has just been completely useless today. We've been back here returning punts a lot, and we've got a chance for a long one. I'm gonna hit the back juke, and we've got so much space. We should be able to take this one to the crib easily, and we swerve around the punter for our second of the day, 3rd touchdown on the day. Coach is gonna go ahead and take us off the field as we finish the day with 2 sacks and an interception. But a 1-pick game doesn't satisfy me anymore. If Ziggy wants to break some of his dad's records, he's gonna have to do better than that. So we've moved up to becoming the number 2 team in the country, and we're taking on a struggling Kentucky team this week. They're gonna go with the slant on the second play, and somehow Ziggy comes up with that. I don't know why he decided to try us. I believe that is our 10th interception on the season. Next up, I'm trying to get to 20. That's a milestone Ziggy has had his eye on, but hasn't quite been able to reach. And I thought we had one there, but that ball sails over the target. Would have been a pick if I just kept running, but now we'll get the chance to put our team on the board with a punt return. And Ziggy just looks so much faster than all these other players, man. Even being tired after playing defense, he's still able to rumble inside the 40. Offense is finally able to get some kind of points, and Ziggy lays down a huge hit. Surprised that wasn't a fumble. So yet another chance at a return. I want this one to go to the crib. And we create a ton of space with the back juke, but it's not going to be enough to get us to the house. Offense has been struggling a little bit today for whatever reason. As we get dotted to the tight end, I went with the other route, and that's a big time gain. So we might be on upset alert. Kentucky threatening to score here. Ziggy lays down a huge hit on Rodriguez. There is no harder hitter in the country. Now we got a 3rd and 5, and they're going play action. Tight end drops it. This is most definitely a defensive battle. Offense can't do anything. We're doing our best to help them by just getting stop after stop, and it seems like Ziggy might have to be the first person to get into the end zone today. We've got some room to the right side on the punt return, but Kentucky's punt team's a little bit faster than what we're used to. That's another thing to remember. Our schedule hasn't exactly been difficult so far. As Kentucky's running back somehow gets up, Ziggy tries to tackle him, but he just keeps going. What is going on? So we've got a 2nd and long. They're just going QB keeper, and Ziggy absolutely whiffs on the tackle. Very rare sight from number 2, but this time on the keeper we get him. 1st and goal. We cannot let these boys tie it up. Ziggy comes up with a big hit, but he's getting taken off the field, which will always result in a touchdown. Our offense has only managed just over 100 yards. We're going to need some kind of big play on defense, but Kentucky just continues to run the ball. Ever since they threw that pick to Ziggy, they've been staying away from him. Thankfully, we're able to get a 3rd down sack. Kentucky's gonna try the long field goal here, and that's gonna be wide left. Big miss. Offense just absolutely cannot get anything going though, and Kentucky has really just not given up on this run game. Even at the end of the game, they've been sticking with it. With time running down, we need to somehow create a turnover, but that's a dot to the left side, and at this point in the game, Kentucky's just running clock. We're gonna have to start using our timeouts, and on 3rd and goal, we come out of the game. They score. I don't know why our coach is taking Ziggy out of the game on the biggest play, and now we really badly need to do something with this return. I saw a pancake. We cut it to the outside to get to the 40, but after 3 incomplete passes, this is it. 4th and 10, and Will Rogers comes up with a huge completion. Offense can't give us anything short of 7 points here, so it is 4th and 4, and Rogers once again converts. We're gonna get down inside the 10. Offense is gonna have to operate quickly, but Rogers throws it up into traffic. A terrible decision, and we take our first loss of the season to a 1-5 team. Ziggy got off to a good start, but he just couldn't come up with that big play down the stretch. We do stay number 1 on the Heisman watch, but we drop all the way to number 13 in the polls. Next up, we got a road game against South Carolina. We desperately need a bounce back win, and Ziggy breaks a tackle on the kick return trying to make something happen. Offense has just been useless these last couple games. I'm hoping South Carolina passes the ball a little bit more. I want to catch 100 picks off of Spencer Rattler today, and he's trying to take off. Sit down, kid. I don't know why Rattler didn't just throw that ball away, but we got a 3rd and 4 now, and they're going draw. We're on it. So first punt return of the day. We couldn't get a touchdown in the last game, but the back juke's going to create a ton of room here. We just have one man to beat, but we can't do it, and offense gets nothing. They suck, man. Ziggy was spoiled with his Washington offense. He's going to have to do all the work himself, and he misses the pick there. South Carolina's driving it slow and steady on us, but Ziggy comes up with a huge hit on 3rd down and force a 4th, and South Carolina's just going to take their their long field goal. Their kicker drills it though. Thankfully, offense finally gets 7. We're gonna take a small lead into halftime. And this SC offense is super frustrating to play against. It just sucks when you were born to catch interceptions and the other team won't pass the ball. So Ziggy's taking out his anger with some big hits. We just haven't had many opportunities to make plays, but we might be making one here. We finally have the space we need on the punt return, and Ziggy is gonna cut that back inside to take it in for a very satisfying 6. More kick return touchdown and I'll feel a little bit better about this game. And we might just have it. Some very nice blocks, just a couple of men to beat, and that punter took an absolutely horrific angle. We get our second of the day. Kind of a lame game, but we get out of there with a dub. Be sure to like the video. See y'all in the next one. Peace.